Hello and welcome back, after quite some time really, to Poppy Playtime. Now I don't know if this is going to do as good as previous Poppy Playtime videos, considering the gap in between my last one and now, but I really wanted to play it again, and I figured I might as well record it because typically they have done well on the channel, but I didn't know what to do, and I was thinking for quite some time, well, maybe I can try to complete the chapters without running, jumping, and using my red hand, which I tried to do chapter 1, and let's just walk through it here. So it was pretty slow, but doable. You know, you don't use your right hand until the conveyor belt when you get it. You have to use it. But up until that point, it's pretty doable. It's just really slow. You know, you go through, you enter the code, get your blue hand, do the puzzle, make your way to the storage room, and as an extra challenge, this wasn't hardwired for me, but I was trying also not to crouch, just because I wasn't running or jumping. Just to make it any more difficult, if I did, it wouldn't have ruined my life. I tried to figure out a way to maybe not use the red hand here, but, well, my first run, I just got stuck at the side of the conveyor belt, and I just couldn't do anything about it because I couldn't run a jump. So I had to reload the save, and, yeah, it's pretty much impossible to, I'm not a speedrunner, so I don't know any strats, but without jumping, I don't think it's possible to get past that room without using the red hand. So then I used the red hand. I also tried to do the next room where you have to do a puzzle and make the toy without running, jumping, or using my right hand. And it's also impossible. You have to use the red hand. But I was looking around and trying to find some way to do the puzzle without jumping, and I realized I don't know how to do the puzzle without jumping. Like, I know you're supposed to do the puzzle without jumping, that's how it was intended to be, but I don't know it. So eventually I gave up and just finished that room my normal way. And I even tried doing the Huggy chase without running. You can't do that either. I got pretty far, but I was too slow and Huggy caught up to me. Now, at the end of this chapter, I sat back and I was like, okay, is this going to be a feasible thing to do for the rest of the chapters? Is this going to make a good video? And while I was thinking that, I looked at Instagram because I had told my friends I was doing this, and one of my friends, they suggested I try to do a floor is lava challenge. And I thought, well, completing chapter 1 without running, jumping, or using my red hand was pretty much impossible, so it's going to pretty much be impossible in the other chapters as well. What if I try doing this floor is lava challenge? And this is the meat and potatoes. This is I really used my brain for this one. Let's walk through it, shall we? So it's pretty much impossible to do this first room without touching the floor because, you know, you spawn on the floor. So I just did the first room normally, got the hand, and then I went through the gate to the Huggy room. And at the entrance to the Huggy room is when I started to try and figure out a way to continue without touching the floor. And I did this for quite some time. I managed to jump up on some boxes and get onto a fallen over sign, and I was able to unlock the door, jump on in there. I figured there was no way to not touch the floor in that puzzle room, so I just touched the floor in the puzzle room. And then I wanted to try and find a way to jump back up onto that fallen sign, and so I tried doing that for a little bit. And eventually I figured it out. I had to crouch jump, so I crouched, and then I sprinted as I jumped, so I would, sprint jump and jump further than if I were to just normally jump. And then after that, I was stumped. I had no clue. I had no clue how to continue. I was trying to pull on boxes to see if they would move. For some reason, I don't understand the physics, but I really tried to figure out how to get past that room without touching the floor, but eventually I figured it was just not possible. So after that, I went back and I actually started before that hallway, before the Huggy room. a lot of this floor is lava portion will be muted because I had actually joined a call with friends and we weren't really talking about the game as much. During this call with friends, I had decided maybe this hallway is a good place to start. Maybe I can like get through this hallway and then into the Huggy room and then do what I need to do in the Huggy room without touching the floor. Just because I wanted to last as long as possible without touching the floor. So I started jumping around and figuring stuff out. I've learned that if you jump at the threshold pretty much for the entrance of that hallway, you can jump onto this triangle and then you get up onto the fence here, get onto the 2 blocks, and then I still can't recreate it. I've tried and tried again to recreate this, and I've only done it a couple times, which you'll see here. But after having grabbed that yellow triangle and pulled it closer, I tried to jump onto it, but for some reason I get like flung down into the circle thing. The first time I got down there, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I uncrouched and the red one that was on top tipped over. So I figured, oh, that's perfect. I can just jump from these 2 blocks onto the red one and then from this red one onto the yellow triangle that's hanging over so I can get into the Huggy room and then do what I need to do in the Huggy room. But I just couldn't do it. Like I tried and tried and tried again to get into that circle. And whenever I did, the one under me just flung out from under me. Oh God. Causing me to fail. The floor is lava. Or if the thing under me didn't fling out, the red one on top would not fall over in the way that I wanted it to. So it was impossible. Eventually, though, I got bored of that hallway, and I moved on to the storage room, and I ended up just messing around, kind of like how I did in Chapter 2 with that mommy, or yeah, with that, like, kissy-missy. I'll just do this for a while. Oh, okay. So, I tried and I failed. I'm still gonna make this a video because I want to get something out there. I haven't done a whole lot. I've been having quite a rough time. Anyways, that's all I have for you. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.